A recent study found female veterinarians are more than twice as likely to commit suicide as the general population. Jennifer Cleasy is digging deeper into why the profession is at a greater risk and what's being done to help.
You sit, buddy. You sit. Good job.
I just knew always at the core of everything, it was animals for me.
UW veterinary student Marlise Weber is working toward her true passion.
I can build relationships with clients, pets, and just kind of know them from the beginning of their life to the end of it, and really be that special person they can count on.
But the pressures of balancing school and a personal life can be daunting.
You feel like you're obligated to study all the time, and if you're not studying, you're thinking about studying.
And she knows her future career as a veterinarian will be full of stresses, difficult decisions, and tough losses.
Sometimes the feeling of helplessness where you want to do everything that you can, but it still will turn out in a way that you wish it wouldn't.
They're balancing work and family and, student debt's increasing each year.
The state's Veterinary Association has seen a shift in focus toward mental health in recent years after losing several members to suicide.
Rural areas seem to have higher suicide rates and less resources available for them.
Director Kim Pokorny's office has taken calls from concerned vets and wants to help catch those signs earlier.
It's come to the front burner so we can be aware and start to address it and not hide it or be ashamed of it.
The group will soon host mental health first aid trainings across the state to help people recognize when a colleague needs help.
A lot of times just having somebody to listen and to have that empathy and compassion is what they're looking for.
The UW School of Veterinary Medicine is working to address problems before students even graduate.
Our job is really to guide them and try to help support them and just understand where their stress is coming from.
Shelley Wissink is a counselor at the school, helping the aspiring vets cope with challenges.
We just want to normalize that process, that when you're struggling, you go get help.
In addition to counseling services, the school has added some other things like a quiet study area and a meditation room to give students a chance to step back and relax a little bit.
Just take that time to de-stress, decompress, and bring themselves back to sort of the present moment.
And students like Marlise are more aware of their mental health than ever.
Leave it.
Okay.
Picking up wellness habits to stay on the right track.
How do I build in me time, and how do I use that to then make myself a better doctor?
And get back to doing what she loves most.
It's the little things like that where I can feel like, okay, I can go back to work and okay, I remember why I do this.
Now, the State Veterinary Examining Board is working to finalize a new program to help struggling vets with a 24/7 helpline, mental health resources, and help for substance abuse. Information with more resources will be on our website, WQOW.com.